Finally, we'll get some rest from the professor man. I was so fed up and attending his lecture was so horrible for me. But that is only for a month or two. After that we will have to face him again. She nodded. But still we get some time off. I just hope the new professor is very chill and cool type, you know. I heard he is young blood. You both laughed. If he's handsome, don't miss the chance to date him. She hit your arm lightly while you laughed. I'm committed now, and also I don't like doing that anymore. You both walked towards the class laughing and talking. You both walked inside the classroom and there was already a lot of chaos. No one is on their seats except those hardworking students who came to study actually. See how everything changed just in the absence of Professor Min. Everyone is so happy. You smiled. Your other friends waved at you as you and Daisy made their way to them. Seems like it's going to be an amazing day. Girl, we just saw the new professor and oh my god, he's so hot and attractive. Now you understand the reason of everyone's happiness, especially girls. Really? Is he young? Young? He's freaking look like a full package. Oh my god, at first I thought he was an actor. Really? Don't forget you are committed. She gave you an annoyed look. I can at least fangirl. This made you chuckle. The door opened, making everyone shift their attention to that, and the principal entered inside. You guys are looking wild. Is that how much you all are excited and happy with the absence of your professor? Everyone quickly sat back to their seats in silence. He smiled and looked around before continuing. As you all know, Professor Min would be absent for a month or two, so to not disturb your studies, we appointed a temporary professor. Everyone is too eager to see the professor. Be nice to him and respect, okay? Mr. Jungkook, please come inside and have some words with your new students. The moment you heard his name, your heart dropped. After 2 years, you are hearing his name and somewhere you know that it's him. When he walked inside the class, you felt your heart clenching. In just 2 years, his whole personality changed and now he looks more like a man than a cheerful and bubbly guy that you left. You shifted a little to hide yourself behind the girl who was sitting in front of you. You just can't look at him nor want him to notice you. He walked in the front and smiled just a little. You heard whispers and girls around you as they are his fangirls. Good morning everyone, I'm your new teacher and I hope we all will have a great time together. The whole classroom echoed with clappings. Seems like they all like you already. Well, that's good. Jungkook smiled and then the principal left the classroom. Jungkook once again turned towards the students. He was smiling until he noticed someone was trying to hide themselves. So, can we start the class with a little introduction? Yes, he chuckled lightly to see the excitement on their faces. Shall we start with the brightest student? Not being biased, I just want to know. I've heard this class is filled with talented students. Anyone who likes music? Mr. John, Wine is really good at playing guitar and piano. Jungkook's smile faded. You bit your lower lip and looked at her with disappointment. The girl in front of you turned her face and that's when Jungkook saw you. You were afraid to look at him as your eyes were already moist. What happened to you? You slowly shifted your eyes from her and they met with Jungkook. You immediately noticed the pain in his eyes. And we also have a band of 4 guys. Jungkook swallowed and shifted his eyes to him before forcing a smile. That's great, let's start the class. He was clearly in the off mood after that. After the class over, Jungkook straight walked out of the room without even looking at you. You clearly understood that he hates you now and you won't blame him because you yourself were the reason. He's so cool, isn't he? Oh my god, I'm in love with him already. Daisy looked at you as she noticed your behavior. But what happened to you, Ian? Why did you look different? Don't you like him? There's nothing like that. You were going for the music lessons with your friends when you saw Jungkook walking from the opposite direction. Your eyes met, but he pretended to not know you. Hello, Mr. John. You are really a great teacher. Today's lecture was the best I have ever had in my life. Thank you very much. So, where are you all going now? We have music lessons. Ryan is going to perform today. You were looking down. He was looking at you with the corner of his eyes, but not directly. Good luck to everyone. He forced a smile and walked away. Oh my god, how can someone be so humble and sweet with such a great personality and physique? I'm sure his girlfriend would be the luckiest. When she said that, you felt her heart clenching. You felt so overwhelmed when your fingers touched the keys. You played a song which was dear to your heart and no one heard it except the one who taught you, who took your love for music to the next level. Even your teacher was surprised to hear the beautiful melody. Tears filled up in your eyes when you played the song and all those moments were flashing back in front of your eyes. Jungkook was watching you from the gaps of slightly open door. He wished to meet you once again because no matter how badly you broke his heart, he still loves you. Ryan, you turned back when you heard your name and saw him walking towards you. He finally came near. You dropped this. You checked your neck and realized you dropped your necklace. Thank you so much. He smiled. You're welcome. By the way, you rocked in the class. I was actually so overwhelmed with that song that you played. It was amazing. Thanks. Jungkook was with the principal going towards his office when he saw you with Max. You knew he might take it in a different way, but he looked away and walked straight. Jungkook, you can't bear this anymore. It's okay if he doesn't like you now or maybe hate you, but you want to apologize to him. He stopped but didn't turn back, so you rushed to him. He noticed your hands were clenched as you were digging your nails in your palm, and you always do that when you are terrified or extremely hurt. It took him so much effort to make you forget this habit, but still, it seems like it came back in his absence. Jungkook, I know it's too late, but can I still apologize? He slowly looked at you. He could see how guilty you are already, and maybe you have never been happy after leaving him, but he doesn't let everything go like this by your mere apology. Apologize for what, Miss Kang? It's been only a week since I joined, and by far you are a good student. You bit your lower lip, clearly feeling the pain in his voice. I know you hate me and I deserve to be hated. I never hate anyone without a reason. The way he was talking, you could feel your heart ripping off, but you don't blame him for anything. No matter how hurt he is, he can't see you in such vulnerable state. He loves you from all his heart and he still does. He never tried to forget you, but that doesn't mean you didn't give him pain. You literally broke his heart when he gave you the best of him. How have you been through all these years? You slowly lift up your face and was surprised a little because his tone softened and he sounded like he is ready to listen to you. Are you still with that guy? I was never with that guy. It was just a plan to get rid of me, right? You bit your lower lip as a tear dropped from your eyes, but you quickly wiped it. I'm sorry. Not needed actually. It was your life. You stopped liking me and that's fine. It happens in that age, so no need to feel sorry. I'm happy that you are happy now. Don't bother to apologize to me. He walked away from there while you let your tears fall. That time also you cried after breaking up with him for no reason. Just because you thought this relationship won't last long because you guys were not in the same age frame. You were scared what if he finds another girl attractive because you were 18 when you started dating him. In the influence of your friends around you, you thought breaking up with him would be the best option to save yourself from getting heartbroken. So you didn't think twice and broke up with him. He was the most caring guy, but you appear to be a complete stupid and a fool to do that. You still love him, and after seeing him again, you want to talk to him and want everything to be like before. That is near to impossible, and he seems to move on according to you. Jungkook stopped his car when he realized it's you who was walking on the road. You were still in the same clothes and seems like you left the building now, which is like too late. He parked the car and came out of it before walking near you. You were surprised to see him. Were you inside the campus all this time? Then he noticed you were actually drunk. Not so much, but he can see you messed up condition. Wait, are you drunk? He noticed the injuries you gave to yourself by digging nails in your palm. The nail mark was clearly visible and red because of blood. Let's go, I'll drop you off at your house. He grabbed your wrist, but you stopped him grabbing his coat. That made him look at you. He knew there's no use of asking you because you are drunk and was just repeating the same thing again and again. He brought you to his apartment. Sit here. The alcohol was showing its effect on you. He made you sit on the couch and took off your shoes. You hate me, right? It's okay. I deserve it, but I still love you. You were blabbering it. I don't hate you, but won't even forgive you for breaking my heart. And he got up before walking to the shoe stand and put your shoes inside it. Does that mean you will always ignore me like this? Am I that bad? He came near you. Yes, you are. But I don't know why I still love you. Jungkook was a university student when you both get into a relationship. He was graduating at that time and your friends were always envious of you to have such a good looking and mature boyfriend who loves you so much. And of course you weren't that mature and didn't value his love. You thought there's no way he would like to date you after graduation or maybe find another girl. That's the way your friend think too, and they suggested you to break up with him. Jungkook tried to stop you and to make you understand, but you didn't listen, but still he remained calm. He knew you were not understanding, but one day will definitely realize what you lose. And the day finally came when you are begging him to forgive you. You stretch your arms before sitting down and massage your head. Gosh, my head is aching. Suddenly you notice the change in your surroundings and you realize you're not in your room. In fact, this is someone else's house. You quickly removed the blanket and was about to get up when you saw Jungkook coming inside the room. Your heart dropped. Good thing that you woke up. You were confused, but then all the memories of last night flashed back in front of your eyes. I'm sorry for the trouble, I'll leave. I've prepared this tea. It will ease your headache. Today is a weekend, so you can go back home later as well. You stood there for a few seconds and then slowly sat back on the bed. He handed you the cup. I tried to ask you your address, but I guess you drank a little too much yesterday. You looked down. He walked towards the nightstand before taking out a first aid box and came near you. He sat on the bed beside you before taking your hand in his. You felt a tickle when your skin felt his touch. I remembered you clearly stopped doing this. You looked at the nail mark on your palm and then at him. That's because you were there. Jungkook, is there any possibility that we can get back together? I promise you this time I won't do any stupid things. He lifted up his eyes before locking them with yours. But why do you want us to be together? I thought you wanted to focus on your career and wanted to stay away from all those things that can prove a distraction. You didn't say anything because that time you just made every possible excuses that helped in breaking up with him. Tell me when you're ready, I'll drop you to your house. He got up and left the room while you tightly gripped the cup. Now you know that there's no way he'll accept you, but at least you apologized. Are you living on your own? You both were walking towards the car but suddenly trapped on your foot and was about to fall, but Jungkook caught you. Careful. I'm sorry. You slowly stood up straight. Jungkook let go of your waist and walked towards the car before opening the door, but then found you standing in the same place. Aren't you coming? At least tell me if you forgive me or not. It's okay if you don't want me in your life. Anyways, I don't think I belong there after losing a chance. He closed the door and walked near you. Why do you want to come back now? You should have moved on. Because I still love you. If I get a chance to get back to you again, I will. And I'll try to correct every stupid mistake that I did. His eyes were only fixed on you and he noticed how sad and guilty you are. Okay then, I'll give you that chance. I will give you a chance to prove yourself and your love. You couldn't believe this, but you were so happy.